Yes.
adjacency. And this log adjacency changes simply means that whenever this router is going up or going down, means when their neighbor relationship is going up or going down, this is when this router will get a message that it is up or down.
Okay.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
This is the kind of notification you can say. Notification messages what routers are getting when their neighbor is going up or going down. Anyone else? Okay. So I guess DSCP was finding, right?
Yes, sir. DSCP also pending.
DSCP. This is your DSCP. Take a
Even
screenshot.
sir, yesterday you told that after the this OSPF setup, you will be showing that OSPF command as well, and we will be discussing the result of those commands.
OSPF commands already we did the configuration, right? Yesterday.
The configuration you have given like OSPF verification commands are there now, OSPF IP protocols and all these things. So yesterday you told that we'll be running these commands and then we'll discussing about the result.
That is, we'll discuss it in the SCL as well because in SCL we require protocols. We have the OSPF, right? This is your OSPF, see that?
Okay.
Okay. We will see those commands. Those are some verification commands what you need. The main command is your show IP route always. Routing table always it is the main verification. Anyways, this one we have the DSCP. Okay, very small LAN setup we have. Okay, only one LAN, and this LAN consists of this server over here. This is a DSCP server, DNS server, two DSCP clients. And the basic idea is to get IP address automatically for these clients from the DSCP server. You can see that these machines are getting their IP addresses automatically. Okay. So all these IP configurations, it is basically being done through DSCP now. So anytime any of the systems they want an IP address via DSCP, they can get it within matter of seconds. Within matter of seconds, they can get their IP addresses. And it is very fast actually. DSCP itself is very fast in terms of providing all the IP configuration information to the system. But for that, you need a DSCP server. Okay, the server is there, and this is the configuration. What exactly we are doing also. But anyways, the main idea is to assign IP addresses dynamically to systems, and for assigning IP address to systems, okay, this is the communication what is done on the UDP port numbers. So DSCP basically uses UDP. Port number 67 and 68. One port is used for sending request, like what sending request, and another is one for providing reply. This is your 67, 68. So port number 67, 68 is always used for DSCP, and this is the UDP port number. Okay, LoRa process is the process which is followed by DSCP client and DSCP server to distribute IP addresses to systems. Okay, the program is transport, discover for request and acknowledgement. Basically, these are the packets of DHCP, the packets of DHCP, and which particular packet is being sent by which machine. It is basically explained over here. That program, the discoverable request and acknowledgement packets are sent by which machines, whether client or server. So discover packet is sent by client to LAN. So from client to LAN, this packet is sent. Offer packet is sent from DHCP server to this client. Request packet is getting sent again from this server to this from this client to this server. An acknowledgement packet comes back from the server back to the client. All these four packets always is getting exchanged between client and server in order to get IP addresses dynamically in the network. So always when these four packets are completed, okay, the exchange is completed. This is when exactly uh, the machines are getting their IP addresses. Okay, you will see that these machines are getting their IP addresses of this. So this address only they will be getting it once this four process is completed. So always IP address is provided on lease basis. Means this IP, what you were seeing over here, this IP address is available on a lease on a certain time duration. A certain time is set. Certain time. It's for 1 hour, for 2 hours. This IP can be used by the system. When this time is expired, this is when they have to go for renewal. Renewal means again they have to renew the IP address. So either they can renew the duration, the lease duration, or they can self-renew the IP address. Okay, they can send a request for renewal of IP address. So always when IP address is provided by DHCP, always it is provided on lease basis. Lease. Lease means certain time duration. You cannot use one IP address for infinite period of time. Means these IP addresses are temporary addresses. Today, this machine is using 192.168.100.3. It doesn't mean that every single time it will use 100.3. It may change also. This change, always it is based on the lease duration itself. If the lease duration expires, then obviously the renewal process is performed. And in the renewal process, if the DHCP server is providing a new IP, then the machine will use it. Because DHCP clients are solely based on DHCP servers to get IP addresses. So you can see that every single machine is getting their IP addresses from DHCP. And if we want to send a ping, so if we try to ping this DHCP server over here who is using 100.1 as an IP address, we should see communication. So communication is happening or not?
It's happening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if we want to ping this machine, so what is the machine's IP? 100.4. So if I simply go to this machine and try to ping 100.4, you can see the reply is coming. So 0% loss, in other words, it means what? 100% success, right?
Yes, sir.
So DNS server, we are simply just taking it, okay, for some level for DSCP configuration itself. Okay, I'm not doing any DNS related configuration over here. I'm simply configuring the IP address over here. Okay, so these are basically DNS server configurations. Okay, just configuring the IP address subnet mask and gateway address. That's it. So you need to configure your DSCP. And when you need to configure DSCP, always you need to create a pool. How do you create a pool? This is what is the configuration, which explains that. So over here, we are having the configuration of this router, which basically enable config host name interface. You can see up to here. This is the same configuration what you do normally. That is your basic configuration. These are basic configurations. The main DHCP configuration starts from here to here. This is something related to DHCP configurations. Again, so all the DHCP configuration, which is basically based on the DHCP pool. So this pool we are configuring over here. You can see the name of the pool is LAN pool. IPDHCP pool command is there. Then network address, what we are using. It is 192.168.100.0. There is a 100.0 is the network. So this network and subnet mask is coming over here. Then the default router address is 100.1, that is your gateway. So gateway address. So 100.1 is coming. Then the DNS server address is 100.2. So this is also coming. And lastly, we're using the excluded address command. Excluded address indicates that these addresses, these two addresses, this one and this one, it should not be given to our clients because these are already used in the network. These are the gateway address. And similarly, this is your DNS server address. So we don't want to give those addresses which are already used in the network. And that is the reason we are using IPDHCP excluded address command. So this excluded address command, it is excluding this IP and this IP from this network to like but when providing IP addresses to clients. Means these two addresses will be excluded. These two addresses will not be used. So pretty much simple configuration. We have to configure a tool and you have to configure your DHCP excluded address. And once you do that, this will be the result what you are going to see. So as you can see, request IP address and this DHCP request is successful. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
So pretty much simple configuration what
yes,
you are
sir.
having. Just you create a pool, you define all the information like the network address, this gateway address, the DNS server address. And lastly, simply just exclude those addresses which you don't want to give from the pool. That's it. So every single DHCP server it maintains a database. This is what we call DHCP database. And in the database, it basically maintains information about which machine has got what IP address. So what IP address this machine has got, what IP address this machine has got. All these informations are maintained in the database in the DHCP server. Okay, so as long as this DHCP server is online, because as you can see right now that it is online, it can provide IP addresses. But if there is some problem in this server itself, at the time what will happen? So what exactly we are going to be doing is we are shutting down this port, the port F030. We are basically shutting it down. Okay, so that like the DSM server becomes unavailable. So right now this port is down, as you can see, this link is down. So what will happen when this link is going down? These machines will not be able to get the IP addresses. If you again request for it, you can see that these machines are not getting an IP address via DC. So why exactly this particular address is coming? The question is this: 169.54. What is it? These are basically called as automatic private IP addresses. You can see that EPIPA. This EPIPA stands for automatic private IP address. Basically, there is a range, what we call as link local address range, which starts from 169.254 and it goes all the way to 169.255.255.255. This is the entire range. What exactly your system does is when they are unable to get an IP address from a DHCP server, because the server is right now not available. Machines by itself they give an IP address from this range to communicate in the local LAN. And this address always is given by people. This is the method. With people. It's a method. It's a method by which systems they assign itself an IP address. Okay, for communication in the local LAN. Remember, I'm talking about local LAN itself. Means in this LAN, you can do the communication using this address. You cannot do the communication from one LAN to another LAN. So, this suppose there is a LAN number 2 is there, and you want to make communication from this LAN to this LAN. So this thing is not allowed because this type of link local address we don't use it to communicate between LANs, but within LANs only. So 169.254, you can see that this address we are using it. So as long as the DHCP server is not online, always you will be getting the link local address. But when the server comes back online, as you can see, automatically these machines will pick up the DHCP address. Automatically it will happen. So just wait for this port. This port is still orange. Just wait for this port to become green. Okay, so now as the port is green, let's again request an IP. So you can see that we are getting an IP address automatically. So this EPIPA always is coming over here when the DHCP server is not online and what I can say, and the system needs IP address, needs an IP address for making communication. Because without an IP address, they cannot communicate with each other. So that is the reason this IP address always is given to is always given for machines to communicate in a local LAN itself. Okay, IP address always is used in local LAN, not to other LANs communication. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all of you have taken the screenshots, right?
Yes, sir.
DSCB screenshots, all of you have taken.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, DSCP server provides the public IP address, correct?
Public private address, it is totally different. It is totally up to you. If you are getting a public IP from your ISP, then you can configure it over here.
Okay.
This is the configuration. Na?
Yes, sir.
Pressing 100.0. If you get a public IP, then you configure the public network address over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now we are moving on to. Okay, by the way, these are the verification commands you can use. Show IP DSCP binding. You can see this database by using this command. Show IP DSCP binding. Can you see this DSCP client and client 1 and client 2's IP address and MAC address is coming over here?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
IP address is given to this machine. This IP address is given to this machine. Okay, always this is the database what DSCP server maintains. And you get to see this database by using this command.
Okay, sir.
So now next thing what we are moving, that is your SCL everyone. Okay, this is our concept. Access control list. Simply note down all these things properly. Okay, now this is the order in which you will note down this. This one is fast. First you will make this box and note down all these functions in the box. Then this is your second. This is second order, third is this. All these things are coming in separate headings. Remember. Okay. Then all this in the third, you get all this. Okay. All these things are coming in the third. Then over here we have the fourth one. This is the fourth. This one is fifth. SQL categories. This one is coming fifth. Then in this fifth, you are having this is a subcategory, or you can say it is sixth. Sixth. Then you will say seventh. Then you will say eighth. Then we have this is your ninth one, and lastly this one is your 10th. Okay, this is how exactly you are doing it. So do the proper headings. Okay, properly make sure that you note down all the information. Okay, and every single thing is coming in separate headings. Understood? take
Yes,
this
sir.
table. First of all, draw this table and draw all the rules and regulations. So here, what are all these things you will be getting from? Okay. So note down all this information properly.